Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my one block world. I'm happy to be back. This world is awesome. I've really been enjoying this. I thought it was really cool to just kind of start on this one block, and I didn't really know much about a one block world, but throughout this process, of course, I've learned plenty, and it really has just been a very fun experience. I've really been enjoying this a lot, and yeah, breaking the block every once in a while and getting everything we could possibly need has been super fun. I've really been enjoying this, and hopefully you guys have as well. I know we haven't necessarily broken the block on camera a lot recently, just because I think it does get a little bit boring over time, but I have been breaking this block in between videos, especially for bigger build projects that I have going on. But unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that I had gathered, especially my iron, has now been depleted. So I do believe I will need to find something else that I can do to collect some more materials, because if I have to break this for iron again and again and again, I might just go a little bit crazy. So I do think I want to maybe in the future try my hand at building an iron farm. Once again, something I've never done before, but something I definitely wanted to try. But given the recent failure in me building farms, I do think I'm gonna take just a little bit of a break from it, but it is in the back of my mind that I do want to maybe figure out how we build an iron farm. But I do believe the best way for that is to do it with villagers, so I might as well deal with figuring out how my villagers work first. Now I'm gonna keep an eye out whenever this guy has new trades, specifically for any type of thing that'll give me squids, but we will also trade for dirt. We will always trade for dirt, so let me grab what I need for that one. But yeah, the squid farm I don't think works very well, which officially means I will reevaluate and figure something else out that I can do. But let me see. Perfect. I think today what I want to do is maybe hop around this world a little bit and take a little break from any intensive building, because the last build took forever. And it was a failure, so that is sad. But I do think getting a regular iron farm shouldn't be too difficult in the future. But before I really want to work on an iron farm, I do maybe want to work on getting my villagers a little bit more situated. I want to figure out how villager breeding works. And the whole curing process, I want to try and streamline that. We started some experimentation with all of that, but we didn't get too far. So I want to see if I can figure it out. But I do believe I have learned something from all of these videos, because in the beginning, I had learned that if you cure a villager, you get cheaper trades. We know that. That's why we have cured our 2 villagers already. But apparently, if you cure a villager and then reinfect it and recure it and reinfect it and recure it, you can get even cheaper trades. But that actually was not the case. That was a bug, and Minecraft has since fixed that, so I don't think that will work in this world, but I at the very least wanted to try it out. I have gotten a little zombie situated in this room, and now I think it's time for me to figure out what I can do about getting this villager to that zombie. I want to know if there's any way we can... I think I want to get them in a minecart somewhere, so I bring the villager in like here or something. Let me figure out a little bit. And then they ride by, infect, and then go away again, is what I think I would like to do. But I don't really know how to go about that. So we're just gonna try something. It doesn't have to work. That which I try does not have to work. We can just try something and hope for the best. Okay, so if I do something along the lines of this... Does this go? No, this doesn't go into the wall, okay. Right, and then I do something along the lines of this. I think that should be close enough for them to get infected, but we shall see. I should have some torches or something somewhere. And then I can test and see if this current theory would work. I just want to see if we can somehow get them infected And then, drive away somehow. Just a little bit further away. Let me see. Okay. We are going to try and get you into this. Villagers should not be able to cross rails. So this guy should only be able to go in the cart. There we go. Okay. And then, will you get infected? And why not? Okay, I'm learning. The zombie will hit me, but not the villager. Interesting. Well, the villager is definitely closer. So what is the issue? Do we not like that the villager is in a minecart? Is that the issue? Does the zombie not like being in a minecart? Now the zombie can hit fine because the zombie's able to hit me. Let me see what I can find out. Okay, what if you walk? You'll run, but you can't go anywhere because you can't cross rails. Okay. Okay. Let me do a little bit of research. Alright, so I do have a couple of things that I want to try and see if I can get these guys to work with me. Okay, let's see. Let's first get you back in a boat. Preferably. Now you can only go... Let's watch out here. He's about to just be... Okay, there we go. Okay, first things first. Let's try and give him a trade. I don't know what trade is good to have. Okay, let's see what I can do about getting this villager set up. I'm gonna set him up as a stone cutter, so as a mason. I think that could be interesting. I don't necessarily know if it's the best trade to be going for right now, but I think we could at the very least give him a job and see if he will want to work. There's a stone cutter right here, good sir. Right here. I know you would like to work. Right, let's go delete some of the other stuff. I think if we secure like a trade position for him, he might be just more inclined to be converted. Okay. Sure, we can do clay balls. Now, let's try something else. Just a little bit something else. We do have a lot of clay, but I think something else could be fun. Okay, I guess for now we'll just do this. So now that you have a job, this is very exciting for you, I know. If you would like to get into this one. Oh, no, let's go grab that back. Oh, and then we do want to secure this trade with him for now, actually. And then I can see if we can get him infected. If that's all I get done today, if I just get him infected and then we know how to cure him, I will be quite happy indeed. Okay, let's do this. I feel like that should be craftable. I feel like I don't need to break it to get the clay balls, but I guess I will go ahead and break. Any other? Okay, I think these are all the ones we had. Now we can go back over here. We do this. Sure. And now you're in the boat. That's not a boat. It is INFECT. And now, if I put this onto hard difficulty, it should be working. And yet it isn't. Now I'm starting to sound like a villager with how confused I am. Wow, these villagers will do anything but get infected. These villagers must feel really safe. Because nothing I seem to be able to do will get them infected whatsoever. Interesting. Okay. So that doesn't work. Okay, let's try and make the zombie stop seeing me. If I'm not in their line of sight, then eventually the zombie stops being aggroed on me. There we go. Okay, okay. We figured something out. With that being done, I am going to turn this back to normal because I don't particularly wish to die. So we figured this out. This works now at least, but now how do I get them to continue going? Something like this, maybe? But no, because now these two are connected, actually. I don't know if I want that. This is a lot more difficult than I feel like it should be. I wish I could hop into this minecart with him, but I know I can't. You know what? We'll do it the slightly easier way, okay? It's slightly reckless, but also slightly easier. Let me just close this wall up again so he has nowhere to go. Because I have mentioned it during this video, but zombies or any of the aggressive mobs, and I believe villagers, are not able to cross over railways. I don't know if animals are able to or not, but I know that these guys aren't. So statistically, he has no issue. Like, he can't leave this room right now. So I have full control. And what I can do is I can put him in a boat. Right over, like, here. If I just... Okay, just jump over it. You're not meant to be able to do that, my guy. Okay, so that works. And now we're able to cure him, should I so choose to do so. Okay, that took entirely too long for me to figure out. I think the process is streamlined right now. I do want to try it with one more villager just to be sure. And these guys are then... Actually, what am I doing? You know what? Sure, you can have this trade. I've decided. You deserve it. Let's see what I can do. There we go. You now have a job. I know, so very exciting. And we're gonna bring you as well. I just want to try it one more time. And I know that then these have both been cured and zombified twice, which we don't necessarily need. But I do just want to give it one more shot, because just because it worked once does not mean it'll work every single time. And then once we have both of these as zombified villagers again, I'm going to quickly cure them. And then once I have them cured, it should be a relatively simple process for me next time to figure out how we go about turning them into more villagers. Yes, that is the goal. So we take you and you go into this area. Then we close it up behind us. I'll have to find a way to streamline this process as well, I do suppose. And then we put this minecart down. Okay, we're streamlining the process. You have free reign to walk into the minecart and only into the minecart. There is no free choice. You have to walk. This is the only path you can go. You either go willingly or not, but you gotta go. There's nowhere for you to escape. I know you think there's an opening, but you don't know how to walk on rails. You're gonna have to get into the minecart. Wait, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. If you'd like to calm down. You're making my job increasingly more difficult. I'm trying to see if I can streamline a process, and you are the very definition of unstreamlined right now. Oh my goodness. You know, keep walking, keep walking. It's not like I'm trying to do my job here. Yeah, you'll go back? Oh my goodness. Anyway, villagers. Got a mind of their own. Let's get you back in here. You thought you could escape, but there is no escape. I will forever hold all the control. Okay, let's... Oh my goodness. Everything with this villager is going wrong. You know what? That's okay. I didn't need it to go right. There we go. And now, one more time. Go on. Go in. I can wait here all day. Yeah, try it. It's the only path you haven't tried yet. It's not gonna be that bad. You'll just be a zombie for a little bit, and then you'll be all better. Okay, there we go. And now we want to block line of sight. Okay. Now I know we're not at hard mode, but I want to actually let's go to difficult mode because I don't want him to die. Okay, so that works. And then I can delete this. Because I still don't really know how to streamline this. You can then go into this boat. Perfect. And now that these two are here once more, we should now be able to cure them. I do want to see in the future if they have to have a profession or not. If anybody knows, let me know. Because the first ones we obviously had didn't have a profession, but they also already were zombie villagers when we got them, so I think it's a little bit different. Let's make 2 more quick apples. And then we have officially infected and cured our first 2 villagers. I know we've already cured them once, but this will be our first time actually infecting and curing them, which I really did want to attempt to figure out. Are you both? You are. Perfect. 1 and 2. And now we have successfully done what needed to be done. Okay, I'm very, very glad I managed to figure it out. It's a couple videos in the making at this point, so I'm quite happy we eventually managed to figure out how to do all this. I'll have to maybe start figuring out what villagers I actually want and need. I think there's some villagers that can give me golden carrots, so a nice food source would be nice. Perhaps a villager that can give me emeralds, or I mean ender pearls. All of them will pretty much give me emeralds, so I do think the farmers are nice so that we can maybe get wheat to emeralds. I had the mason because I think it's nice for building materials sometimes, and this guy just chose his own profession, so I let him have it. But I think I've sort of figured out the process of how this all works. I'll need to continue working on it in the future. I think it can definitely be streamlined, but for myself, figuring out how to do it by myself, I think it is a very nice first attempt. If you have any tips or tricks to help streamline this process, definitely let me know. I can always use extra support, and tips and tricks are always appreciated. I'm learning, we're all learning, and I'm having a great time. Next time, hopefully, we'll figure out how to breed villagers. I think it is relatively straightforward, but it is just a couple more steps I'm gonna have to figure out. So if you have any tips or tricks, definitely let me know. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all of your support. I've really enjoyed playing in this world, and I'm excited to see the brand new world of adventures that's about to open for us as we deal with villagers. So hopefully everybody is excited to explore a new side of Minecraft with me. And hopefully I'll see you all again very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye bye!